What's good, YouTube? This is going to be my non-spoiler review for Renfield, starring the legendary Nicolas Cage as Dracula and Nick Holt as his servant Renfield. To start off, I gotta say, as somebody who really isn't familiar with the whole story and lore of, say, Dracula and especially Renfield, I gotta say I enjoyed the story that they gave us here. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was cool to kind of give them a whole story. And especially when it surrounds something that can be relatable, say, you're at a job that you really don't like and you want to leave, or even more so relationships. But hopefully this isn't the kind of sucking that's going on in those relationships. Starting with Nicolas Cage as Dracula himself, I thought he did an awesome job. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Anytime he was on screen, I was just pretty much laughing a lot, and just there was also a lot of they made him look very creepy. I mean, they gave him the look, so and he really played the part when it came to it. All the wide opening of his eyes and just the way that he moved and everything. He really played the part well, and he went all out for it. So I really enjoyed his performance, honestly. It was even surprising when we first kind of meet him in the story, because it was kind of unexpected with how he looks and everything. So I didn't think it was going to be like that, but what they did with it without spoiling anything, and then just kind of how it progresses throughout the movie, I really liked it. I thought it was creative. Also, a lot of iconic just Nick Cage moments that he has when he's talking. I'm not sure if he does it on purpose or if it just kind of slips out, but there's several moments in his dialogue that you feel more that's Nick Cage rather than Dracula. But it's okay, they're subtle and they're not too often. Also, I gotta say, when it comes to my experience watching this movie, I didn't watch the final trailer. The first time I actually seen the final trailer was when I was recording it for this review. And watching through it, honestly, I'm glad I didn't watch it, because there were several characters that popped up that I didn't know were going to be in this movie, because I didn't really pay too much attention to the casting and everything. But I definitely enjoyed the appearances that came up, and also just a lot of stuff in the trailer I think did give a lot away. A lot of stuff in the movie I was surprised by, because I didn't see the final trailer, which if you've seen the final trailer, you're probably not going to be as shocked by those moments. But it was awesome for me to experience that. Kind of made me want to avoid watching final trailers, but I also like to do reactions to them. So when it comes to Nick Holt as Renfield, his charisma is awesome. I mean, Nick Holt's becoming one of those just actors that anything I see him in, I think I just enjoy, because he brings it and he does great. I mean, from going from The Menu and then seeing him in that to seeing him in this, it's just to see his range and versatility is just awesome. So I really enjoy that, and he was really fun. I mean, he is funny. He's got a lot of funny moments in here. His facial expressions and everything, and a lot of the conversations that he has in here with especially Dracula is just so much fun. Renfield's relationship with Awkwafina's character is pretty unexpected. I did not know that it was going to go where it goes, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. I think she did about as good as Awkwafina does in pretty much anything she's in. She's funny, she has those moments, and they even add a kind of emotional, personal side to her story in here that I appreciated. At least it kind of gave her character a little bit more than just being that funny cop. When it comes to the gore and blood, they do not hold back. They definitely make sure they get about as creative as they can, and they go about as all out as they can with it. Also, creative kills and everything in here. I mean, just the dismemberments that go on, and just, I mean, it's wild. I mean, it honestly is. I think I give a lot of credit to them doing what they did, and it adds to the comedy of it in a lot of moments, especially. So I think just the way they were creative with it and went about it, I thought it was fun. Having that mixed with the action scenes that may not be on the John Wick level, but they were still pretty good, honestly. It was pretty entertaining. This is where one of the surprises came in for me. I did not know Ben Schwartz was going to be one of the bad guys in here. It was just a great choice, though. I mean, when I seen it, I was like, oh, for this kind of movie and him as a bad guy, It was perfect. It was great. I thought he was funny. Then having him with a mob boss like Mom and everything just kind of added to it, and they really made it all just very over the top, and it was very warranted for the style of the movie. So I enjoyed that aspect of it. I do have to admit though, whenever Dracula and Renfield are having a conversation, it is just the best viewing experience. Like having both of them talk to each other and just be going back and forth, it is so much fun. I mean, that is where the movie really shines for me. So there's not a lot, there's not as many moments like that I would say I would want, but given the story of the movie, you kind of really can't have Renfield with Dracula at all times. So it kind of made sense, and it just it added to it. Anytime they were on screen, you kind of got excited. The group therapy moments that they throw in here, and with Renfield, I thought that's a cool idea to incorporate. And to be honest, what they did with him and the therapy group, it was very shocking and a welcome thing that happens in the end. No spoilers or anything, but I didn't expect that whole thing to happen, the whole storyline with the therapy session people. And it was a very happy type of thing to see, kind of happen at the end. With all that said, though, I think Renfield is a simple yet very fun new take on a Dracula story that is full of creative as well as gory action that shows off how much fun Nicolas Cage had portraying an iconic character, and also another movie that shows the range that Nick Holt has. I really had fun with this movie and think they succeeded when it comes to what they were trying to execute. When it comes to ranking this movie, I will have to say I was struggling after watching it because part of me I really wanted to put this as a 1 because I did have a lot of fun with it, but there were a lot of moments too where I did see I felt myself fall out of it just a little bit. I don't want to talk bad about the movie or anything because like I said, I'm not somebody who is as into this stuff like Dracula and everything as, some people are. So I gotta say, when it comes to my personal ranking, I'm gonna put this as a 2, but it was definitely kind of an in-between 2 and 1 for sure. I really liked it. I thought Nicolas Cage had a lot of fun as Dracula. Have you seen Renfield, though? If you have, let me know down below, and let me know if you enjoyed my review by hitting the thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and if you want to see more of my videos, subscribe, and I will catch you in those. Until then, take it easy.